6 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Daman Zaman. The headlines. The Prime Minister during his visit to Bahawalpur and Multan today expressed satisfaction over the distribution of free wheat flour to the deserving people. The Finance Minister has expressed the government's commitment to make all possible efforts to put the economy on the path of sustainable growth. The All Parties Hurriyat Conference has appealed to the international human rights organizations to impress upon India to release all the Kashmiri detainees languishing in different jails of the country. The International Monetary Fund has warned of increased risks to global financial stability. The second death anniversary of renowned dramatist Hasina Moin is being observed today. The second T20 international of the three-match series between Pakistan and Afghanistan will be played in Sharjah this evening. And now the news in detail. The Prime Minister Mohammad Shahbaz Sharif has directed to provide free wheat flour to the elderly and sick persons on priority basis. He said this during his visit to free flour distribution centres in Bahawalpur today. Visiting the centres at Abbasiya High School and Ring Stadium in the city, the Prime Minister expressed satisfaction over the process of distribution. The Prime Minister also directed to provide 2 bags of flour to deserving people to spare them from repeated visits to the distribution centres. Prime Minister Mohammad Shahbaz Sharif also visited Multan today and inspected free flour distribution centre established at Sports Ground. He examined the process from registration to delivery of wheat flour to the registered deserving families and expressed his satisfaction on the arrangements. The Prime Minister listened to the complaints of the people and directed the authorities to resolve these immediately. The Prime Minister was informed that 34 free wheat flour distribution centres have been established in Multan district to distribute around 2.6 million bags of wheat flour among 850,000 families. The Prime Minister Shahbaz Sharif says the roots of today's political governance and economic challenges can be traced into failed policies of Imran Khan. In a tweet today, he said Imran Niazi has always been about grandstanding and rhetoric. He said the nation is justified in asking him about his dismal performance in office, both at the federal and the provincial levels. The Information Minister, Mariam Aurangzeb, says the present government, led by Prime Minister Shahbaz Sharif, will restore Pakistan's economy and make the people prosperous. Addressing a news conference in Lahore today, she said for the first time in the country's history, the present government is providing free wheat flour to the deserving segments of the society during Holy Ramazan. He said the previous Pakistan Muslim League Nawaz government, led by Nawaz Sharif, had steered the country on the path to progress and prosperity with 6% growth rate, while Imran Khan left behind a Pakistan with grave issues of price hike, unemployment and poverty. The Federal Minister for Education, Rana Tanveer Hussain, has lauded the Election Commission of Pakistan's announcement to delay the Punjab Assembly elections as a decision in the best interest of the country. Talking to a private news channel, he said the next general elections will be held on time after August 2023. He said the Election Commission had postponed the elections, keeping in view the security, political and economic challenges. The Minister for Finance and Revenue, Senator Muhammad Ishaq Dar, says the government is making all possible efforts to steer the economy out of difficult situation and put it on the path of sustainable growth. Addressing as the chief guest at an iftar dinner in Islamabad yesterday, he said friendly countries are expected to materialize their commitments with Pakistan that would pave the way to close the deal with the International Monetary Fund and revive the economy. Counting of votes in the re-polls of the local government elections is underway in 15 districts of Sindh. The polling started at 8 o'clock in the morning and continued till 5 o'clock in the evening without any break. According to our Hyderabad correspondent, the polls were held for the seats of chairman, vice chairman, member district council and general members. A total of 81 polling stations were set up across the districts, including separate stations for men and women as well as combined stations. The re-polling was conducted in 15 districts of the province, including Mirpur Khas, Umarkot, Tharparkar, Hyderabad, Jamshoro, Badin, Jacobabad, Kashmore, Shikarpur, Ladkana, Kambar, Shadatkot, Sakkar, Khairpur, Shahid Benazirabad and Sangher. This is Radio Pakistan. Kazakhstan has evinced keen interest to strengthen lasting and long-term economic and trade relations with Pakistan. Talking to the media in Astana, Kazakhstan's Minister for National Economy, A. Kwantarov, said Pakistan and Kazakhstan are engaged in mutual discussions for long-term economic partnership, which would pave the way for economic and trade cooperation between the two countries in future. A. Kwantarov said Pakistan and Kazakhstan could play an important role in regional economic and trade integration, for which negotiations are going on in both the countries. He said the concept of a middle corridor is very important for regional connectivity, from which all the regional economies could benefit. In the Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, the All Parties Hurriyat Conference leadership has appealed to international human rights organizations to impress upon India to release all the Kashmiri detainees languishing in the infamous Tihar and other jails of India and the occupied territory in the holy month of Ramadan. In a statement issued in Srinagar, the APHC leadership said many among thousands of detainees, including APHC chairman Musarrat Alam Bhatt, Shabbir Ahmad Shah, Mohammad Yasin Malik, Naeem Ahmad Khan and Asian Darabi, were facing health issues due to improper food and inadequate health facilities in the jail. They said the American State Department report also cited unlawful and arbitrary killings, torture or cruel treatment or punishment by the police and prison officials by India in the year 2022. Meanwhile, in a Twitter message, the president of People's Democratic Party, Mehbooba Mufti, said the Indian authorities have become judge, jury and executioner in complete violation of the fundamental rights of the people in the territory. Mehbooba Mufti said instructions that the government employs using social media may face termination from service are part of the ongoing intimidation campaign aimed at dispossessing the people of their livelihood. In India, the ruling Bharatiya Janata Party, aiming to promote Hindutva ideology, has scrapped the 4% quota for Muslims in jobs and education in the state of Karnataka. This was announced by the Chief Minister Baswaraj Bommai in Bengaluru at a presser. He said a cabinet subcommittee recommended the changes in quota categories and we have done it. India summoned Canada's High Commissioner in New Delhi today to convey strong concern after Sikh protesters in the North American country breached the security of India's diplomatic mission and consulates. According to the Canadian media reports, hundreds of Sikh protesters gathered in front of the Indian consulate in Vancouver over demands for an independent Sikh state, Khalistan. The International Monetary Fund chief Kristalina Georgieva has warned of increased risks to global financial stability and called for actions by advanced economies. Speaking at a conference of China Development Forum in Beijing today, the International Monetary Fund head said 2023 would be another difficult year, with global growth slowing to below 3%, the conflict in Ukraine and monetary tightening. The governments of Iran and Syria have condemned the United States for attacks in Deir ez-Zor on Syrian soil, which killed 19 people. In a statement, the Iranian Foreign Ministry spokesman Nasser Kanani said the terrorist attacks by the U.S. hit civilian targets and had constituted a violation of international law and Syrian sovereignty. The Russian President Vladimir Putin has said Russia and China are not creating a military alliance and the cooperation between their armed forces is transparent. In his address at the state television today, he said we have cooperation in the spheres of military technical interaction and there is nothing secret. Vladimir Putin accused the United States and NATO of seeking to build a new global axis with a resemblance to the World War II alliance. Cricket. The second T20 international of the three-match series between Pakistan and Afghanistan will be played in Sharjah this evening. The match will start at 9 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. The third T20 will be played tomorrow at Sharjah. Afghanistan lead the three-match series 1-0. And finally, the weather report. Mainly dry weather is expected in most parts of the country during the next 12 hours. However, light rain thunderstorm is expected in Upper Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Kashmir and Gilgit-Baltistan. And that is the end of this news bulletin. For more news and analyses, log on to our website, radio.gov.pk, and you can also watch the live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.